This is George from High Tech Legion. Make no mistake, gaming is a huge industry at this point. We're seeing advances in gaming and more products coming out all the time. We've been seeing mice and keyboards very gaming specific for the last few years. Recently, we've seen Steam OS come out as an entire operating system specifically for gaming. And a big push over the last couple of years has been in gaming headsets and gaming audio. Gaming audio has very specific needs, which are very different than music audio and multimedia audio. So as a result, we're seeing very specific pieces made for gaming audio. Now, Func has been around since 1999 making gaming peripherals, starting off with gaming surfaces, or mouse pads if you like, and getting into hardware a little bit later, introducing a mouse and a keyboard that have been released to absolute raves. Now they're taking their first step at gaming audio with the HS-260 gaming headset, and we're going to take a look at it today. The Func HS-260 is definitely a very interesting piece and very innovative. First off, comes in the Func box that we are so used to, white box Func logo with the gaming headset and model number up front with a picture of just a partial on the headset itself. However, it is packaged up with the window so you can actually see the headset when it is packaged. Going around the back of the box, we do get some of the specifics on the gaming headset itself. First off, optimized frequency response for gaming. Integrated controls on the left ear panel, so you don't have to look or take your eyes off the action to adjust the volume. Detachable 3-meter cord. Detachable microphone with a mic mute built right onto the mic itself. It uses a closed earpiece design. It comes with velour and leather cushions, which are changeable and very easily changeable, I might add. And it's plug and play. It's a 3.5mm plug, or I should say 2 3.5mm plugs, rather than being a USB. It is not amplified. It's going to use the amplifier section of your existing sound solution. Now, taking a look at the HS-260 itself, really good looking piece. Now, as I said, Func's been around since 1999. They did show off a lot of what they've learned in all of their mechanical devices so far. First thing you notice about the Func HS-260, it's a very solid design. It's a little bit weighty, but not heavy. It feels solid without being overly heavy, so you're not going to have many problems with it as far as being on your head for long periods of time. And as you see, like I say, really nice solid design. Carbon fiber accents, all black on the outside, as you see here. The ear cups are floating, as you see, so it will conform to your head. Very easily adjustable headband. Just clicks back and forth, as you see. Now, mic is completely detachable, as I said, and the mic itself is on a completely flexible boom, so you can get it optimized with placement, as you see, and mic mute right on here, simple click switch. So again, you don't have to take your eyes off the action. Now, returning back to the headset, as I say, very solid design, good feel to it. Most gaming headsets, because they are made to be light, don't feel all that solid. You don't have that problem with the Func. You can tell it's very well made. You've got good cushioning up top, as you see. Band is doubled here. Also, as you see, so you've got some good rigidity to it, but you've got a good amount of comfort. Now, moving over to the earpieces themselves. As you can see, they come with the velour cup installed from the factory. There is a leather cup included as well, which is going to give you a little bit better noise cancellation from the outside than the velour. Velour is going to be a little bit softer, a little bit more comfortable, so it's definitely going to be a matter of preference, as we say. Now, moving over to the left ear cup, you see right in the back is a dial. Easy volume control right here on the headset. Again, very intuitive placement. It's right behind your ear, so you just reach up and you can adjust your volume without taking your eyes off of anything. So really nice design to the Func itself. Now, let's get a look on the inside as well. Okay, first off, now we said the ear cushions are replaceable. Very easy to do. You'll feel there's a notch right down here. All you need to do is grab the cushion itself and slowly peel it right off. Cushion comes off, and it's going to be just as easy to replace in just a second. But getting a look at the driver itself, Func used a 50mm driver with a neodymium magnet. So you're going to get excellent bass response. The larger driver does work very well for that. One of the things we found is that the Func drivers are very, very efficient. So you get great transient response. That's going to translate to a much livelier sound. So you're going to get really exciting gunshot, explosion type sounds. Anything with impact is really going to come through. Going to make for a very exciting in-game experience. Func also decided to use a much more sensitive driver to do that, rather than boost certain frequencies to enhance, quote unquote, certain aspects of the gaming experience. They used a very flat frequency response and relied on a super efficient driver to get those transients through. But the great thing about the flat frequency response, you don't get any muddiness. You get a really nice flat sound that is very, very distinct, discernible, clear all the way through without it being muddied up due to overdriving certain frequencies or accentuating certain frequencies in the game. So you do get a really, really good sound out of these during gaming. Now, of course, a hypersensitive driver is also going to be musically not quite as pleasant. You are going to get a little bit too much in the way of dynamic range and attack in slower, lower passages in music. So it is a gaming aimed headset. Now, I'm not going to say that music sounds bad through them, because it certainly doesn't. Music actually sounds more than passable, especially for a gaming headset. And for a headset in general in this price range, they actually do sound pretty good musically. So you've got a really nice design here. Now, putting the ear pad back on, as I say, you've got the notch. You just need to hook ear pad right there in the notch and simply turn, and it'll come all the way around underneath, and your ear pad's back on. It's that easy to change the ear pads. So Func has great functionality with the headset. It's a really beautiful design, very, very nice ergonomically, very comfortable to wear for extended periods. Clamping force is not too great that it sits too heavily on your head. Once again, not heavy at all, so you can wear it for extended periods without it being a problem. Func really covered things A to Z as far as ergonomics and did a very, very nice job with the drivers and the audio itself. Now, heading into the box, looking at the included pieces. First off, you find your product manual, which also includes your registration card. You do want to register your product with Func. They offer a 2-year warranty on the card, and support and driver download, etc. is all offered through registration. Now, briefly flipping through, I did want to talk about the drivers for one more second. Obviously, instructions on connections, as well as how to change the ear cushions, which we just looked at. But what I really wanted to look at here is the frequency response. First off, it's 32 ohm driver, but I did say it is very, very efficient. You can drive these to really good volumes with very low power sources. No problem at all with onboard sound, and even a lot of handheld devices, which typically can't drive a 32 ohm load, actually do okay with these. Onboard especially, you'll have no problem getting the volume you're looking for. Now, looking at the frequency response, you do have a couple of little peaks and dips, but for the most part, it's flat. You don't have any exaggerated humps anywhere in here, which you normally see in gaming headsets. That's what causes muddiness in sound. You get a nice flat response throughout. So you've got the 50mm driver, neodymium magnets, 32 ohms, but great sensitivity and responsiveness, great transient response all throughout in dynamic range. Now, moving on, leather ear cushions, as we said, go on and off exactly the way we saw the velour go on and off. You've got your microphone, plugs into the left ear. As I say, very simply on the bottom, you've got your plugs and snaps into place. And you've got a 3mm, or 3 meter, I should say, cord, gold tipped. And on one end, 2 attachments to go to your computer for mic as well as headset. On the other side, you've just got a single plug, which goes right into the HS-260 itself. Now, that's obviously great for storing and whatnot, that you can take it off and just bundle it right up and store it. So, nice setup all around from the HS-260. For a comprehensive look at our subjective listening tests, there is a link down in the description to the full review of the HS-260. I'm also going to put a link right here in the video that'll go straight to the listening test section of the review. Now, the HS-260, as I say, performed very, very well as a gaming headset, especially in high-impact games, your first-person shooters, your Battlefield-type games. Anything with high impact, the transient response was fantastic, gave you a very, very lively sound. Now, one thing about the HS-260, which might be a detractor, is it is a little closed sounding. What I mean by that, it's a little bit close. The world itself, everything feels a little bit closer than you anticipate. You don't get very, very far away sounds, so that might be a detractor from some atmospheric type games. But as far as a first-person shooter, like I say, impact type game, fantastic. And it's not so close that it becomes an annoyance. You do adjust to it very, very quickly. The flat frequency response, like I say, was fantastic throughout. In music, you do get a little bit of brassiness in the mids at times. But once again, it's a gaming headset, not a music headset, but it does perform admirably as far as music as well. In terms of multimedia, in action films, it's really a fantastic headset to watch a movie with. Also, just about any type of film. Again, you do get, it is a little bit close, but not so much, again, that it becomes a real distraction. You do adjust pretty quickly. Overall, I'm giving the HS-260 a High-Tech Legion Gold Award. It is very well designed. Func obviously learned from all of their experience in the gaming arena and gaming peripheral arena, and really designed a beautiful headset with the HS-260. Now, at $79, it is reasonably priced. You're getting a much better piece than you would expect for $79. I really do like the changeable ear pads, as some people are very particular to one or the other. You've got both included. They're easily changed. Obviously, love the microphone boom that, is easily muted and easily put into the correct position. So once again, it's going to get a gold award. Really, really nice piece from Func, the HS-260.